Now, in the cell cycle, two things occur. Yes, in the life cycle of every cell, two things occur. Now, the first one is what I call interphase. Now, or what many people call the resting stage. It's into three steps. There's G1, there's S, there's G2. Okay, in an advanced video I will explain. Now, for the other part of the cell cycle is cell division. Now, cell division now includes mitosis and meiosis. Okay, now in the cell cycle, the cell is basically not dividing, not necessarily resting, not dividing. What's occurring there is the replication of DNAs, the transcription of DNAs to produce RNAs, therefore translocate to produce proteins, and so on and so forth. That's what we call in interphase. Okay, that's what now in cell division. Now the cell has gotten to a stage that it now want to replicate its kind. Do you get? So the first one of the divisions that occur is mitosis. Now mitosis, I already told the difference. I already told you what happens in mitosis. Different number of chromosomes form, and mitosis is into these stages. Please take note. It's called PMAT so that you don't forget. So mitosis is into these stages. PMAT. P stands for prophase. M stands for metaphase. A stands for anaphase. T stands for telophase. So what happens now? Mitosis results in the production of two daughter cells. So one cell of my hand is not a reproductive cell. Reproductive cells are found in the testes and in the ovary for women. So now one cell of my hand we produce two cells. So one produce two produce four, like that. So that's how it works. But the stages is PMAT. Now, prophase. What happens in prophase? Prophase is the longest stage of mitosis. It is the longest stage of mitosis. Yeah, it can be divided usually into early prophase and late prophase. Early prophase, late prophase. What happens in early prophase? In early prophase, the things like the nucleolus. If you are used to a cell, you can check the videos on cell. Now, the nucleolus in the nucleus of the cell is going to disintegrate. The nucleolus disintegrates in early prophase, and the chromosome becomes more visible. Before, in a cell in interphase, this thing called chromosome carry our DNA. This thing called chromosome are usually invisible chromatin thread. They were invisible chromatin thread. So, but as you proceed to as we get to prophase, early prophase, the chromosome begins to shorten and condense. They are not visible. Now they are not visible for early prophase. In late prophase, they start to pair up. So you get the chromosomes start to pair up to form, not necessarily pair up, they become more condensed and they form chromosomes. So this chromatid, remember they are invisible chromatid in interphase, and they become visible in cell division, which is prophase, and they form what they call chromosomes. So this chromosome becomes more and more visible in late prophase, and now the nuclear membrane